Welcome to another week of solo training with Fight Right. Today we are going to be looking at a scream stick or Kali stick. Same format as always, so we're going to have 10 minutes of some fitness, 10 minutes of technique, and then 10 minutes of form, otherwise known as kata, so a little way of training whilst you are on your own. So just give everyone a minute or two to get ready. Make sure you've got some water with you. You're going to need a stick of some sort. So this is my screamer stick. You can use, as I always say, a rolling pin. Rolling pins are the most useful thing in a household, or any other kind of stick that you can get your hand on. So you're going to be needing this in about 10 minutes time. Don't worry if you don't have one, you can still just go through the movements and then practice with it later on. So, do we have anyone with us yet? No, not yet. Maybe a couple of watchers. Fantastic. So, 10 minutes of warm-up or 10 minutes of fitness. We are going to be starting with a nice simple one to warm us up, and that's running on the spot. And we're going to be doing 40 seconds of exercise, then 20 seconds. In fact, you know what? Let's do 45 seconds today. So 45 seconds of exercise, 15 seconds of rest. Really get your heart rate up. Okay, so we're starting 5 seconds. Are we ready? Just shake it out. And running on the spot, 45 seconds. Here we go. That's it. Get your knees up. How are we all feeling today? All good, I hope. There you go, 10 seconds in, only 35 to go. Get those knees nice and high. Halfway. So nearly there, then you get 15 seconds of rest before the next 45. 30 seconds, so 15 to go. Keep those knees up high. 5 more seconds. Woo. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Good. Right. Okay. Next thing, horse stance. We're doing punches. So nice low stance. Bend those knees. Guard up. Elbows in. Punch and bring it back with a bit of a twist as well. Go. 45 seconds. Oh, I'm out of breath already. 9 more exercises. And I only got through 1. Right, keep it going. It's 15 seconds in. Keep those elbows in each time so they're coming back to the guard position. It's not this. Keep those elbows in, fully extend. As one comes back, the other one's coming forward. So like twist to the torso as well. 15 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, shake it out. Next one, punches and kicks. So, just a little flick of the leg. So we're just flicking the leg at the same time punching. Okay? So, here we go. Punches and kicks. So just little flicks of the legs. It's more of a relaxed stance, this. Just keep the energy up, keep the heart rate up. Move on to a bit of flexibility in a second. Make sure you bring those elbows in still each time and your fists are coming back to this guard position. 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Right, next one, straight leg swing. So this is more of a limbering up. So we're going to have a straight leg, flex foot, kick with that. Don't throw it too hard, you'll pull a muscle. Get it to a nice height, switch, kick, switch, kick. So you're alternating. Okay, 45 seconds, off you go. Keep the guard up at the same time. Just feel the stretch down the back of that leg there. And the longer you do this, hopefully the higher you can get. But again, just be very aware of where your limit is. Keep it going. Five more seconds. Oh, and shake it out. Okay, bear with me a second. Oh, now for some reason it looks like, did we pause or are we still going? Oh no, I think we're still going. Sorry about that everyone, I think I had a slight issue with my internet. I hope we're live and I hope you're still there. Okay, so where were we? Sorry, gone out of kilter. Right, uppercuts. So again, nice horse stance here. In fact, let's see, shall we? Yeah, go to horse stance. So wide stance, bent knees, uppercut, uppercut. Twist of the body on each punch, you're getting power coming through there. Okay, 45 seconds. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds, that's it. Uppercut, so use your whole body, punching up. Keep it going. Make sure there's power behind it as well. You should feel it in your sides. "15 seconds. Oh, I nearly stopped early then. 3 more seconds, here we go, last one. Good, okay, so gonna move on to snap kicks. So fighting stance, lift the knee, extend, pull back and down. Gonna do 20 seconds or 22 seconds on one leg, snapping it back with a pointed foot. Then we do 22 seconds on the other foot. So make sure as you lift your knee, pointed foot, snapping it back, placing it down. Guard up at all times. Here we go, 22 seconds. Don't worry about height. Go to your optimum position where you can feel it working, but don't push it. Let's do one more kick and switch legs. Opposite leg forward, good. Okay, just building to a comfortable height, keeping your guard up. Don't drop as you kick. Some people do this. You want to keep your guard up. This is a fight situation. You need to be protecting yourself. Okay, one more kick. Whew, okay, good. Right, rope punches. So what we need to do is imagine there's a rope going straight through your chest height, out to the back. So you're going to duck, so you're below that rope. You're going to come up one side, punching on the inner side, through, punch on the other side. Okay, so go. So each time, bending those legs. So you're really squatting down low, and then the punch is coming up. Don't bend your back, so you're not doing this. Okay, it's all in the legs. Moving under, moving under. If that rope was there, and you didn't duck, you're going to hit yourself. Good, keep it going. Give me a thumbs up if you're out there. If you're joining in, send us a little message, say hello. If you're just watching, tell me why aren't you doing this? Or are you enjoying a coffee, which I really like at the moment? Okay, shake that out. Right, 3 more to go. We're going to do arm circles. My students hate this in class, so we're going to have our arms out. So everyone get your arms out and just follow the instructions as I go. Okay, time starts now. So, small circles forward. That's it. Just catch your breath. That's what I'm doing. So small circles forward and small circles back. Good. 2 more exercises after this. Sorry, they're both legs. I'm going to hate me. Just hold it still. So I'm sure you're going to hate me as well. That's it. Last 10 seconds. Hold it still. Feel that in your arms. Don't drop it. We've got 3, 2, 1. And drop your arms. That's it. Right, okay, last 2 exercises. Reverse lunging. Okay, so what we're going to do, nice relaxed stance, we're just going to step back onto our knee, don't drop your knee onto the floor, switching. Stand up, switch the knee down. Okay, 45 seconds. Now if this is too easy for you, you can jump instead. So you're here, straight down, straight down, straight down. So you can do either this one, where you're jumping. Okay, I don't know if you can see my legs okay. Or you step back, come up, feet together. Step back, come up, feet together. Okay, so we're 25 seconds in, 20 more seconds to go. Whichever you feel more comfortable. Ooh, feeling this in my thighs. Slight burn, but that's good. 10 more seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Oh, shake them out. Ooh. Feeling that. Right, last exercise. Sorry, it's another leg one. Squat jump. So you're going to squat down, touch the floor with your hand, jump up. Touch the floor with your hand, jump up. So 45 seconds, go, touch, jump, touch, jump, touch, jump. Keep going. If you want to, you can put a turn in there as well. So you can touch the floor as you jump up, turn, touch, turn, touch, turn, touch, turn. I recommend alternating which way you turn to stop you getting dizzy. Okay, up, up. Ooh, 15 more seconds to go. Ow, feeling that today. Keep going. Last 10. 5 seconds, guys. Come on, you can do this. Oh, 2 more. 1, 2. Oh, shake your legs. Grab some water. I'm dead. But now we're moving on to technique. So, grab your water, grab your stick. And I'll just give you a minute for me to grab a breath. Once again, I forgot my water. Happens every week. I need to bring one down here. Dry yourself off if you need to. Whew. Okay, so going to be moving on to technique in 45 seconds. Make sure you've got your stick. Make sure you've got some water. Oh, are you feeling good? Give me the thumbs up. Got a few watchers, which is great. Fantastic. Give me the thumbs up, guys. Give us a little wave on Facebook or a little message. Going to be starting in 20 seconds. 10 minutes of technique. Oh. 10 more seconds to go. Just grab some water. Okay, so the technique that we're going to be looking at is the single-handed stick this week. Next week, we're going to move on to double. I was going to do double, but I realised it can get quite tricky. Don't want you bumping your head with these sticks. These hurt. They're made of rattan. They can do some serious damage, okay? So if you're unsure of any of these techniques, as always, go over to the Fight Right YouTube channel, which is Fight Right Training on the YouTube channel, and we've got a few bite-sized clips already on a screamer work. There'll be some more added throughout this week and for next week as well, because we're continuing this with this weapon next week. So if you're unsure of anything, either watch the video again after the class or just revert to the YouTube channel. First thing, spinning the stick. So a lot of people fall into the mistake of opening out the hand. So they're just pinching, if you can see, with their thumb and forefinger, because it makes an easier twirl, or whatever you want to call it, okay? That makes it nice and easy. You don't want to do that. As soon as you open out your hand, you've got the risk of losing your stick. That's the last thing you want to happen. So keep that grip. You want a little bit of the stick sticking out at the end. This grip is what I call a He-Man hold. I grew up in the 80s, had my He-Man figures, they came with a hand with a hole in it so you could stick the weapon in. That's why I call it a He-Man hold. So we just grip it here. Don't grip it too tight. The tighter you grip it, the harder it is for you to maneuver the weapon. But it needs to be a firm and strong grip. So we're here in this position here. We're going to circle. So the stick just circles round. So just get used to doing this without opening this hand. A lot of people open and catch, open and catch, open and catch. Get out of that habit, okay? Keep the hand gripped and you're going to circle. Keep it as tight as you can. If to start off with it's a little bit big, that's fine. The more confident you get, the smaller you can make it. So let's do a few of these. Let's do 20 seconds of this. So 20 seconds, go. That's it, nice. So you just get used to this striking action here. It's a downward strike. Did I say 20 seconds? I think I did. So 10 more seconds, just get used to this. Now, next week, like I said, it is going to be double a screamer. So you need to get used to using the stick with your left hand to switch it over. Same thing, grip the stick, He-Man hold, little part of it sticking out at the end, and we're just circling. So I just need to be careful. I've got a light right up above me here, and the last thing I want to do is hit it, because that would be not very good. So 10 more seconds with the left hand. Some of you will find the left hand harder, some will find it easier. As you're doing this, you'll notice the stick can sometimes work up, so just be careful that you have got a good grip and the stick doesn't kind of work too high into your hand. Good, switch it back to your right hand. Okay, so we've done our right-handed twirl on the downward strike. Now we're going to reverse it so it's coming up. So same thing, keep that grip, it comes underneath and up. So we're just twirling it so the stick is in that upward action. So it goes up, 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 up. Let's do 20 seconds of this. Keep this left hand, or whichever hand doesn't have a stick, keep it close in, okay? Don't have it out, because depending on what move you're doing, if the stick comes up and hits your own hand, you're going to do yourself some damage. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Into the left hand. So again, it's coming up, 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 up. Again, I'm just going to keep this into the centre. My right hand is now ready to block or do what I want with, okay? So we're doing 20 seconds of this, 15 more to go. So again, left hand's coming up, 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 up. Keep that grip, He-Man hold. Keep a little bit sticking out the bottom. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good, switch it back to the right hand. Now, we're going to look at some of the attacks. We're going to look at the 4 main attacks with this stick. They're on a diagonal. So our first attack is coming in at the collarbone. It always goes open to close, close to open. So the odds are open to close, the even numbers are close to open. So our 1 is coming out, striking on the diagonal to hit here or to hit the skull. So it's coming straight down here, and this is our 1. So we're going from an open to a cross. To start off the movement, I'm doing a little circle. That just helps build momentum and gives power to that strike. For those of you that have done your basic exam and you've done your small sword or your single sword, you'll probably think of this as a mononello. It means little windmill for small sword. So it's the same thing. It's that kind of idea. We're moving to get the momentum, then the strike happens. So this is our 1, okay? So our 1 is open to close on the downward diagonal, either into the skull or into the collarbone. This is our 1, okay? So our 2, so once we've finished our 1, we continue that momentum, and our 2 is coming down on the opposite. So it's an even number, so we're going from close to open. So we have 1, 2, and again, 1, 2. Of course, you don't always start on the 1. You could come straight in with the 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. 1, 2. Keep it going. Let's do a few more of these. 1, 2. And 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. Okay, so we're going to do our 3 and our 4 next. So our 3, odd number, so it's open to close. This time it's coming in on the incline, so it's coming up. So we're open, it's on the diagonal coming up. The idea is we can either be aiming at the kneecap as it comes through, it can be coming in for the chin, so it's coming this way. So the height of the diagonal is entirely dependent on choreography or the fight itself. So we're coming up here on the 3, and of course the 4 is closed to open on the opposite diagonal, going up again here, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I was starting with a little Mononello, as I mentioned, get the momentum. You can also start with the stick chambered. We'll talk about chambering next week when we've got the 2 weapons, but a chamber can be here, or we can have it underneath as well. Let's start with this chamber here. This is quite nice for the one. So at this position, I'm going to wind up my body slightly. This is me giving a signal to my partner the move's about to happen. Striking down 1, 2, 3, 4, back into your chamber. Now, this is very important. You've got to remember distance. So I'm going to use my bag as it happens to be here. In reality, when the stick comes in, I want to cover as much distance as possible. So I'm reaching out with this stick. So as it comes in, we strike, okay? And that's because I'm using that distance by using the full extension of the stick. For stage combat, you need to pull that distance. You need to make sure that you're playing it safe. You don't want to hit your partner with this stick. So if this is an avoidance, if your partner isn't meant to be parrying it, and of course it always depends on choreography, you have to listen to the fight director in this. But for practice purposes, what's important is that you lead with the butt end, okay? So as it comes in here, you can see that I'm not going to hit, and it's not until the stick has gone through that I then put some effort behind it. So when I fully extend, you can see I'm hitting the bag. I could come this close and I'm not hitting it because I'm pulling it through. I'm making sure my partner is safe, the weapon has gone past, and then it comes out. So when you're practicing these techniques, practice it with stage combat in mind. Don't try and cover distance, okay? If you want to use a wall, you can stand close to a wall and just make sure you're not hitting that wall. If you've got a bag, fantastic. Don't use a person. Use something that's inanimate that you're not going to hurt, okay? So when you're practicing these, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know we're nice and safe and we've got that distance and we understand. That's the vital thing. It's really important that you understand when we talk about distance and out of distance, in distance, online, out of line. It's important that you understand this terminology, and if you don't, it's more important that you ask. Okay, so got a couple more minutes left on technique, so I just want to go through a couple of exercises that you can practice. It's called the Big X and the Rising X. So the Big X, first of all, we're just doing exactly what we've just done with these techniques. So the Big X is just working on our 1 and our 2. So we start in this chamber position here. When we chamber, I'm keeping my elbow in, don't stick it out, because of course that's then vulnerable for being hit as well. So keep the elbow in. So we have our 1, it comes through, down in the diagonal. And then our 2 comes on the opposite. We continue that movement, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Make sure there's power behind it as well and that you're using your body, okay? So that's our Big X. As you can see, it's called that for obvious reasons. I'm drawing an X. So let's do 20 seconds of the Big X. We've been moving on to the kata in a second. So 20 seconds, go. Twist that body, make sure you've got control, make sure you're not reaching so we're not coming out, potentially hitting a person. We're keeping it in and flicking here. 5 more seconds. Good. And time. Nice. Let's just do that on the opposite hand. I forgot to change that over. So the 1 on this side is open to close. So when we switch it to our left hand, the numbers are opposite as well. So it's still open to close. 1 is coming down this way. 2 is coming down that way. 1, 2. When it's in the right hand, 1, 2, left hand, 1, 2. So let's do 20 seconds of the Big X. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, keeping this hand in. You don't want it getting hit. 10 more seconds. Just take this nice and steady as well. You don't want to be hitting your head. These can cause concussion. You don't want it coming up, striking here, okay? Be very careful. Everything you start off with slow until you're competent and confident. Okay, good. Just now, the Rising X. So the Rising X is going through our 3 and our 4. So with our right hand, we do 20 seconds, 3, 4. Remember, open, close, close, open. And then we do it in the left hand. So 20 seconds. Again, twisting the body. Keeping a grip of the stick. Just be careful. I've seen people doing this and the stick goes flying out of their hands. You don't want that to happen. 5 more seconds. Okay, and time. Switch it over to the left hand. Same thing, rising X. So your 3, open to close, is coming this way. 4 is going that way. Good. 10 more seconds. Good. So again, rising X because we're creating this X in front of us. Twisting the body as you do it. Generates power, creates intention. Good, time, well done. So the techniques that we're looking at today, and we're going to put that into our form, which we're going to start in just a minute. Please practice these both hands. Next week we're going to be doing double a screamer, and it's really important that you've got that dexterity to be using 2 weapons at the same time. If you don't, you're going to be clobbering yourself with both hands. We don't want to do that. Okay, so we're going to work through this form relatively slowly. It's quite short, so hopefully it won't be too bad for you. Okay, so we're going to start with our right foot forward, our stick chambered in our right hand. If you're left-handed, of course, please feel free to do this on the opposite side. In fact, you know what? Either way, if you're right-handed, left-handed, practice it on the right, then do it on the left. I won't be doing it on the left today. A, because of time, B, because I haven't tried it. It was just a thought I've just had. So there we go. So right hand, our right foot is forward. We're going to look over our left shoulder. There's an attacker coming in this way. So I'm going to turn. So I'm changing my direction to this way. I'm going to take a step, and on that step, I'm going to strike 1, 2. So we have 1, 2. Okay. I'm then going to step forward again, and I'm going to do a 3, 4. 3, 4. It's going to come up. Okay, I'm going to chamber it here. I'm going to take my back foot, slide it across. I'm looking over my shoulder, and I'm going to pivot. So I'm going to turn. I'm now going to do the same again. So I'm going to step on my 1, 2, and I'm then going to step again on my 3 and on my 4. As it comes up, I'm going to chamber it here for now. Okay, so let's do that again. Right foot is forward, stick is chambered. We're going to look over our left and we're going to turn. We're going to step. As we step, we're attacking 1, 2. We're then stepping forward again. We're coming in with our 3 and our 4. We're letting the stick come up, we're chambering it. As we chamber it, I'm going to look over my shoulder. I can see someone's coming behind me. I slide my back foot across and I twist. So I'm all chambered, ready to go. I'm stepping forward and I do the same thing. We have 1, 2. I step with my 3, 4 and chamber. Okay, let's do that once more, just a little bit quicker. So we're here. We look, we turn, we step. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, look, slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, look, turn. Okay, let's just do that once more. Right foot is forward, look over my left shoulder, I turn and I pivot. Okay, so I'm just realigning my feet. Because I'm turning, as I realign, my elbow comes in as well. Don't keep your elbow where it is, otherwise your elbow's sticking out and that's prime target. Okay, so we're here, I look, I turn, my elbow comes with me. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, chamber it. Look, slide, turn, step. 1, 2, 3, 4, look, turn. Okay, good. Now we're going to be coming in this direction here. So I'm going to step forward. I'm going to do a 1 and a 2 again, but the 2 is going to be called, or what's called a broken 2. So if I just show it to you, so I'm going to step, and on that step I do my 1, and I do my 2, but instead of the 2 coming through, I'm going to pop it back and I'm going to bring it underneath my arm. Okay, so we're here. I have 1, broken 2. So it comes back into my ribs. Let's do that once more. So I'll come forward, 1, broken 2. Good. I'm going to step again. So my left foot comes forward and I'm coming in on my 4 diagonally up and my 3 diagonally up, and I'm going to turn it here and I'm going to step and using the butt of the stick, boom, straight in to someone's face or into their sternum. Okay, let's do this a new bit once more. So we're here. So I'm going to step, I'm going to do 1, broken 2, step again, 4, coming in with the 3, step again, pop it into the face or into the sternum. Okay, let's put all of this together. There's a little bit more to go yet. We're running over slightly, it won't be too long. So we're here. We look, we turn, we step. We have 1, 2, step 3, 4. Look over the shoulder, slide. Step 1, 2, step 3, 4. Looking over the shoulder, turn. Step 1, broken 2. Step 4, step 3, step in, butt to the end. Okay, so we're here. I'm then going to turn, and as I turn, I'm going to allow the stick to come all the way over, so it's coming all the way round. So my left foot's forward, I'm facing this direction, and I'm now going to come in with a 3. So I come in, I step with a 3 and a 4, take it to this side. Now this one, now I continue all the way round, and it's going to come straight up. So the idea is I'm hitting the assailant or the person I'm fighting against, comes straight up underneath the chin. Boom. Now, you've got to get out of the way. If you don't, the stick's going to come straight down. It's going to hit you in the head. That's never a good thing. Okay, so we've gone 3, we've gone 4. As it comes around, we just move our head to the side so we get into a nice chambered position here. Okay, so let's just do that again. So I've gone hit into that position here. I just twist and I turn. I'm going to step my 3 for my 4, and I'm going to step again as I do that strike. I'm just keeping this hand, am I still in shot? Yeah, I'm still keeping this hand to the side just to protect me. I'm then going to take my foot to the side and I'm going to turn. Good, last move, I'm now going to do my 1 and my 2. So I'm going to step 1, 2, and now it's a vertical down strike. As this happens again, I'm going to step in and I'm going to put loads of energy behind it. So I'm going to come to a kneel, straight onto the floor. Okay, I think I'm still in shot. So this is just coming straight down, back into the floor. So that last bit, I've turned, I step on my 3, my 4, and then I step on my vertical, take it out to the side. Foot across, turn. We're going to go, I'm going to do a small step here. We're going to go 1, 2, strike straight down, boom, to here. Okay? And that is the form, that's where we finish. So as with all weeks, our form is, it's Fight Right's own thing. I work through the form to practice the techniques. These aren't a standard form in regards to martial arts. These are forms that I've just put together to help with your solo training. So let's go from the top. So right foot forward, nice and slow. Okay, we're going to look and we're going to turn and we're going to come in with a step. 1, 2, step 3, 4, placing it over the shoulder, look over the shoulder, turn. Same again, step 1, 2, step 3, 4, look over the shoulder, and we're going to turn. Step 1, broken 2, step 4, step 3, oh sorry, not step, step with a 4 and a 3, then step, butt end into the face. Good, we're going to turn and move the stick. We're going to step forward on the 3, the 4, step forward on the vertical up, slide the foot across, step forward on the 1, 2, strike down to finish off with. Brilliant. Okay, well done everybody. As always, please practice. As always, please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate everyone subscribing, everyone watching. Please share this with all of your friends as well. We'll be back next week doing double screamer. So you get 2 rolling pins, or you can go to Blitz Sport or any other martial arts supplier. Get a couple of these. They're only about, I think they're about 10 or 12 quid, something like that. But we'll be back next week, same time, 6 o'clock for week 6. There's 3 weeks left of solo training. I hope you've been enjoying it. We're probably going to be taking a short summer break after week 8, but we'll be coming back with more exciting things a little bit later on. So please subscribe, don't miss out, keep following us on Facebook and share as well. See you next week. Thank you. Bye.